Hey, it's Bob here from Is It Worth It? If you've ever cleaned a window, especially a car windshield, and somehow made it look worse, well, you're not alone. Most people are using the wrong tools, the wrong mixture, and putting way too much effort in how they clean. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how the pros clean windows. Fast, streak-free, and without destroying your shoulders. And I'll show you the secret recipe that works way better than just soap and water. This works for your car windshield, for windows in your house, mirrors, any type of glass that needs to be cleaned. And if you stick around until the end, I'll show you the best and the fastest way to clean your eyeglasses also. So let's get started. The reason your windows streak isn't because you're doing anything wrong. It's because soap and water alone just can't cut the greasy film that builds up on glass, especially your car windshield or kitchen windows. And if you're trying to use sprays, they put out just too many chemicals that are bad for your breathing and don't do a good job. Even some of the other non-aerosol sprays leave streaks and don't do a very good job. Just look at the amount of suds in it when I shake it. So I make up my own solution that I've learned from professionals. And I start out with this. First, distilled water. I don't use tap water because tap water has minerals that leave spots. Distilled water gives you a clean slate. Now, filtered water will work good also, like a reverse osmosis unit. If you haven't seen my review I did on an under sink reverse osmosis unit, then I'll put a link to it in the description below. The next thing is dish soap. Just a few drops of dish soap breaks down greasy film. You don't use too much or it'll leave a film on your glass. Now my favorite one to use, and the one that most pros I've seen or talked to use, is Dawn dish soap. But you don't need a lot. If you're getting a lot of suds like this, then you put in too much soap and you need to add more water to dilute it. The next thing I use is vinegar. Vinegar helps dissolve mineral deposits and grime, and it works great. The last ingredient I use is isopropyl alcohol. This stuff is a fast evaporating solvent. It cuts through grease, fingerprints, tree sap, all the nasty oily stuff that streaks when you wipe it. It also disinfects and it leaves zero residue and it dries lightning fast. The pros add isopropyl alcohol to the mix because it changes the game completely. Now, one word of caution when using alcohol is that if the glass is in the hot sun, skip the alcohol because it evaporates too quickly. Always try to clean windows in the shade if you can. Now, when these work together, you get a solution that cuts grease, it dries fast, it leaves no water spots, and it's a streak-free shine. And it even disinfects, and that's why the pros swear by it. So here's a formula that you can mix in 30 seconds. I like to take a spray bottle and I'll add 2 cups of distilled water, 2 to 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, then 2 to 3 tablespoons of the isopropyl alcohol, and then I'll add 4 to 6 drops of Dawn dish soap. Then shake it up. Now if you don't have all this stuff, some people will just say, well, use Dawn Powerwash. It cuts grease like crazy and works surprisingly well on all glass. The only problem with that is all the extra chemicals. Plus, there's just too much foam and it doesn't work as good as this mixture does. Now, you can hand wipe windows all day long, but if you want them really clean and you want it fast and easy on your shoulders, then you need these tools. First of all, you need a good squeegee. Now, not a $3 grocery store one. A real window cleaning squeegee moves water evenly and it leaves no streaks. I like one that's about 6 or 8 inches long for windshields and about 10 to 12 inches long if I'm cleaning windows or mirrors. The next thing is a cloth sponge. Now, this is a game changer. It's easier on your shoulders and you can reach way further and wash a window in seconds instead of minutes. I like these because you can remove the cover and wash it when they get really dirty. And if you don't have one like this, you can always use a dishwashing sponge on a handle like this one. Just make sure you don't use the one that has a scouring pad on it like this. You don't want to use anything abrasive on your glass. I like to use a square plastic container to dip my sponge in, but you can use a regular bucket if you don't have a square one. The next thing is a large towel. The towel will be placed on the dashboard if you're cleaning the windshield, or place it on the floor if you're cleaning windows or glass doors so water doesn't drip on any surfaces. Next is a microfiber towel. The microfiber towel is not used to clean off excess water, but it's used for the final polishing step. This is another thing that most people forget to do. Now, this last step is something a lot of pros don't use when they're in a hurry and they're on a time schedule and they have a large number of windows on the outside. But you'll see the difference when you do this to your windows. Every pro uses this combination. And once you use it, you'll never go back to cleaning glass the way you used to. First, we'll clean a glass door. And then I'm going to show you the best windshield cleaning method, and then the bonus for cleaning your eyeglass. Now, for cleaning large windows like this glass door, I like to dip just a little bit of it in the warm water and wipe around the whole border just to clean any dirt off that's there. Then I lay the large towel down on the floor to catch any drips that are going to come off the window. Then take your solution that we made up and spray it all over the glass, and make sure to get the solution on all the surface, especially the edges and the corners. You want to make sure that all the dirt and grease is covered. Next step, let's wash the glass with your pad that's been dipped into warm or hot water. Now pull out your pad and squeeze off most of the excess water so it doesn't drip all over it. Now take it and start to scrub the glass evenly. You don't have to push hard. If you're getting a lot of suds like this, then you put in way too much soap and you need to add some more water to dilute it on your spray solution. So let the solution do the work. The warm water will help with removing the grease and the dirt better, the same way hot water cuts grease better when you're washing dirty dishes. Now comes the fun part. You don't have to take a cloth or a towel and start to dry off the whole window. This is where the squeegee shines. So start at the top, and for beginners, just pull side to side smoothly. Use a little pressure but not too hard. And keep your squeegee at a slight angle like this so it's not flat but it's on the corner of the rubber part. And then wipe the squeegee edge after each pass. On a large window or a mirror, I like to go sideways and then down on each pass. You don't need to be like the pros with their fast technique of squeegeeing glass. For right now, let's just keep it simple. Now after all the squeegeeing is done, we're going to dry the edges. Water likes to hide in the corners and runs later. So just a quick wipe with a clean towel fixes all that. And then the final secret, let's polish it dry. Once the glass is completely dry, grab the microfiber towel and polish the entire surface. And make sure your microfiber has never been washed with either fabric softener or a dryer sheet. Both of those will leave a waxy residue that shows up on the glass. This final polish is what gives you that jaw-dropping showroom shine. Now let's move to a car windshield. Your windshield is harder to clean because it's angled and full of greasy film from the dashboard. So here's the pro method. Lay the big towel across the dashboard. That way it catches any drips so you don't ruin anything. Next, we're going to take the spray and make sure you spray all parts of the window, especially the top part and the edges. After that, we'll do the same as we did for the glass door. We're going to take our sponge, dip it in the warm or the hot water, and go ahead and scrub on the inside of the window. Make sure you get all the areas and don't miss anything. Now we come to squeegeeing. Take the squeegee and go ahead and go side to side and try to get as much as you can. If you miss a little bit or a line comes up of water, just go ahead and squeegee over it again and put light pressure on it. You don't have to press too hard. After the squeegeeing is done, now we're going to polish with the microfiber. And this can be done on the inside or the outside of the windshield. And now your windshield is going to look as clean as it was on the showroom floor. Night driving is going to be safer, and your windshield won't have that glare anymore. You're going to be amazed. Now here's the bonus I promised you, cleaning your eyeglasses. When your eyeglasses are dirty, it can put a lot of strain on your eyes and even give you a headache from trying to focus through dirty glasses. So keeping them clean is going to be a huge game changer for you. And here's the best method. First of all, turn on your faucet and run the hot water. Wait till the water gets hot. Once the water is hot, then take your eyeglasses and put them underneath the running water. The back sides on both sides and then the front on both sides. And just let it run on there a little bit and get things warmed up. Now, take the solution that we made and spray it on each side of the glass, the front and the back on both sides. Now if you don't have the solution, then I like to put a few drops of Dawn dish soap or a good grease cutting soap on both sides of the lenses, and then use your fingers then to rub it all over your glass or plastic lenses. So after the lens is thoroughly covered with the solution or the soap, then rinse them under the hot water again. After you've rinsed off all the soap, then take your microfiber towel and dry the lenses off. Your glasses will look brand new. You'll be able to see out of them better with less eye strain. And you can do this often because it's so quick and it's so easy to do. Well, there you go. 3 different types of glass to clean with the same basic method for each one. If this video helped you out, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps support the channel, and don't forget to share it with someone that you might think this would help. If you want more real-world DIY tips, home repairs, and honest tool reviews, I'll leave a link up in the corner to all my videos, and go ahead and check them out. It might be just the video you need for the project that you're working on or getting ready to work on, or somebody else might be working on it and you can send it to them. Here's a quick heads up. We've completely revamped my Amazon storefront. I've organized it with tools and products that we actually use or highly recommend. Everything is broken down into clear categories, and inside each one you'll find options for beginners, intermediate DIYers, and professionals, from budget-friendly picks all the way up to professional-grade products. And we're also updating it regularly with new products, improved versions, and even a dedicated section for seasonal deals and discounts when they pop up. If you want to save time from wasting hours of scrolling through the Amazon website for products and avoid buying junk, then check out my storefront. The link is right below this video in the description. Well, thanks for watching. You take care, and God bless.